Jersey Baseball Show today. Welcome you post-Thanksgiving. We're in our kind of holiday crunch here. We've got Anthony Schooley, the outstanding shortstop at Rowan University, following the footsteps of older brother Nick. After we were fortunate to have them both Sandlot legends from the COVID year. And welcome, Anthony. Hope all is well and good to see you.
Good to see you. Couldn't be happier to be here.
Exactly. Same. We're well, let's kick it off right away with some Rowan talk and get into your story a little bit. When we had you in the Sandlot, right after a very short senior year, unfortunately, with basically it was just the last dance tournament, but certainly a great career at Cherokee. You were headed off to Villanova, kind of went through that a little bit and came back across. They let you back across state lines, and now we're back at Rowan off a World Series appearance for them, and hopefully, I guess we want to take them the final step now, right?
100%, yeah. So Rowan's awesome. I really do love Rowan, and coaching staff, players, teammates, all that. Everything's perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better. I was talking about it. We talked about it before too. Coach Dickson, easily one of my favorite coaches I've ever had. I've only had him for one fall right now. He knows what it's like to win. A lot of great baseball IQ with him, and he's a good leader to bring us to where we want to be. And obviously, like you said, they were in the World Series last year, and that's what I want to try to do. I want to kind of come in and try to get them back to where they were, and hopefully this time have a better result there, rather than just going home after a couple of games. Hopefully, walking out of there with a couple of rings on everyone's finger.
Yeah, now you guys have an interesting team this year. I mean, super talented. Could argue that there's more, talent than there was a year ago. A lot of guys transferring back. It's a great place. There's a good core group. But it's such a mix this year. Was part of the fall really just kind of like getting to know everybody and kind of working everybody into one culture?
So the way I kind of look at it with our team that we have, we're all really close already. It only really took like a week probably to get everyone on the same page and trying to like get everyone on that, that same path to try to get where we want to be. It didn't really take long for anyone to, kind of gel in and mold into the team or anything. Like coach really did a good job of us getting to know each other and, getting to know our play styles and being able to play well with each other. So honestly, the first week, it was probably like trying to get everyone to know each other and everything. But after that, everyone was on the same page. Everyone just wanted to grind out and, have a good fall. It's all about work there. It's all we want to do is just work hard and, get our stuff done, clock in, clock out, and, get that stuff done. That's what I'm saying. Like we just got to do whatever we can to try to win in the spring. So fall's very important, but it didn't take us long to kind of gel together.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it pretty fast. So I'm looking forward to it.
Everybody's focused on one goal, obviously. When you get that close to winning like they did last year, win a regional, it's like, yeah, that kind of like hyper focuses you guys on that ultimate prize now, I'm sure.
100%.
Yeah. So what was it that you finally realized? I mean, this is pretty much home. This is a hardcore South Jersey team for the most part. You let in a couple guys like Murph from PA, but he had to do his 2 years at Gloucester before you guys let him in. What was it for you? After a year away that really made you realize that for lack of a better way to say it, home is pretty much where you wanted to be.
Right. So the whole thing with me at Villanova and everything, I loved it there. Coaches were great, teammates were great, but
Yeah.
for me, it was just about fit. And I watched my older brother go through it last year, watching them win, watching them, take care of business and stuff. And I knew that's where I wanted to be. I was kind of watching them go throughout the NJAC and the regional and the World Series, and watching them like on my laptop when I was at school or when I finally came home and watching on TV and stuff. I just by the way they were playing and by the way they were handling themselves, I knew that that's where I wanted to be. So, I kind of was talking to my older brother about it, and I was like, hey, like, what do you think about this? Like, I'm really thinking about it. And he was like, honestly, there's not a better place for you. It's a great fit. And, go take a visit, go talk to coach, go ask the other players and stuff, and, try to get a feel from it. And I took a visit with Coach Dickson, and probably like 5 minutes after I got back in the car with my dad, I was like, yeah, this is it. Like, I know this is where I want to be. You know, it's home. Like you said, it's South Jersey and everyone's from around the same area. So everyone's on the same, page with how we want to work with baseball and stuff. So I knew that it was a good spot for me to be because it gives me an opportunity, not that Villanova's insanely far from my house, but gave me an opportunity to be a little bit closer to family and, be
Yeah,
able to take care of stuff at home and still be able to be with people that I was with when I was in high school and stuff. Like there's a lot of kids on our team that I played throughout high school, like our second baseman, Ty Cannon. He
yep.
Gloucester Catholic kid, went to Iona, and then at Rowan with me now. Played him throughout high school, and you know had a pretty good connection with him as soon as we got to school. Ryan West, play with him and play against him in high school.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
played against Ryan.
yeah. So I mean, a lot of there's a lot of those old high school rivalries when I get on the practice field, but we got to put that behind us because we're all on one team now. But it gives me an opportunity to be with those guys that I've been with before, and instead of playing against them, I kind of get to be on the same page as them, play with them. So it's a cool little switch up, cool little
Yeah,
to figure out to see how like we can go from being like enemies and then going right to being on the same page and having a common goal.
that's the way South Jersey is in general, though, with so many schools right on top of each other, right? And the way that baseball is kind of like intertwined like that. Like, I mean, you got guys on the same high school team on different travel teams, or Legion is taken from the same areas, or guys who are best friends a couple miles apart that are on different high school teams. It's kind of neat to see the way that it all comes around here in the end for you guys.
Right. Yeah, it's awesome. Get to be with people that you were with, but you didn't really get to spend that much time with. So it's cool to get that different perspective and that different feeling from those guys.
I guess it can't hurt to be a little bit closer to the Cherokee program. Still, we've got another schoolie kind of coming through that's probably better than both you and your brother.
Easily, 100%. A lot of potential out of that kid. Can't wait to see what he does and how far he can go. He's a workhorse.
We're talking Jason is a 2023 grad, right? He's or
Yes,
is he
sir.
okay? Kind of, it's a lot of numbers in my head. It's a could tell how close you guys all were. Sandlot year, obviously you getting to play with Nick, and I remember some interviews afterwards, and kind of one last time to do that on the same team because it wasn't going to happen, in college. So it was pretty neat. And how much of that, it's you're now following in Nick's footsteps a lot in that it's kind of the same position, coming back to the same team after he's, coach. I mean, heck, he's just writing the same last name in the lineup card. It's not that much of a difference for him, but now you're following your brother. Did that weigh into your mind at all? And did you see that as a positive, or did you see that as a little extra pressure?
I don't think it's any extra pressure at all, honestly. My brothers and I are very competitive, so in my head it was almost like, all right, like if I'm gonna make this switch and I'm gonna go here, people might be like, oh, he's just doing what his brother did. He's just following the footsteps. He's trying to make it harder on him. But honestly, I want that added pressure. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to, go out there and people be like, all right, well, your brother had a great career, so we expect the same for you. And I just want to go out there and show everyone that, you know, our name's got a good little ring to it there. And he had such a great career, and because we're so competitive, I want to go and have a better career and just show him up. You know what I mean? Like easy for me to kind of just pull back and be like, oh, all right, like it's going to be added pressure. But instead of that, I might as well just be like, all right, like if I have a better career, it's something else I can just put in his face and be like, hey, we went to the same college, but I had twice the career that you did. So it's a little bit of hoping that I get a little bragging rights out of it if I can,
Yeah,
have that little bit of a better career.
twice might be tough. You're pretty darn good.
Oh, very good. But it's always the goal. You always got to one up them, got to step them up a little bit.
That's right. That's right. What's made Rowan a special place to you?
The people, easily the people. Like I said before, coaches, teammates, and all that. They brought me in very quickly. Everyone showed love immediately from my teammates. Invited me over to their houses, their dorm rooms, and stuff. Getting to know them, going to get food with them, going to eat with them, all that stuff. It was so special to me. It made me realize that I made the right decision almost immediately. Coaches, bringing me in, working with me right away. You know, just being positive, telling me, made the right decision. We're going to be good here. And my teammates, obviously, too. They were just all so special to me. Rowan's awesome to me because all the people there are so awesome.
So 2 questions come to mind. The first one is what, I hear from a lot of, the way the recruiting cycle is 10th, 11th graders, probably more juniors that are like starting to freak out a little bit if they don't have offers. They see that guys are getting offers as early as 9th grade, 10th grade. They don't in juniors or even senior uncommitteds. First of all, what advice would you give to them about not worrying about that sort of thing, just kind of keeping your own timeline and doing your own thing?
Well, I think the most important thing for kids that are getting recruited is to, you got to realize that it's the right fit. Like I was saying before, I thought Villanova was a great fit for me before I got there. And then, as things kind of transpired out, I kind of realized that it wasn't really the best spot for me to be. And the biggest part about that is when I talk to kids that, from Cherokee or from other places that I played with summer ball and I know their little brothers or whatever, the biggest thing about getting recruited is making sure you're going to the right place, making sure that you have a good connection with the coach before you commit and all that. And like you said, the juniors and the seniors that are worried about not getting any offers and seeing all the younger kids get offers doesn't really mean anything. You can't let that affect how you play. You can't let that affect how you go about every day with baseball and stuff. You just got to keep working hard. You got to stay in the gym. You got to stay practicing, hit, field, all that. Biggest thing to me is, it's grind time before you get that offer. And then the biggest part about getting that offer and after you commit is, it's still grind time. You can't give up. You can't just let down. As soon as you get that offer, you got to keep going. But my biggest advice to those kids would be keep working. It doesn't come right away for everyone, but there's always a spot for someone. And I truly believe that. There's kids that I've gone and played with that many people didn't really think were going to have, the talent to play college baseball, and they found places for them. That's the biggest thing for me is there's always a place for everyone. Just got to find that place. Got to keep working hard.
And grades. Got to need the grades too, right?
100%. Most important thing about all that. Got to
Couple random questions. We get some random questions here for you.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. First of all, since it's been a couple years, we don't have to worry about offending anybody or missing anybody. Toughest pitcher you faced in high school?
I don't know if I want to give anyone that satisfaction, honestly. Wow, that's a tough one. I'll go with my own blood at Cherokee. I'll say Matt Still, my sophomore year in inter squads. He was the toughest guy that I saw.
See, you answered that question and didn't give anybody any satisfaction. You shouted out your own teammate.
I'm not giving anyone satisfaction. None of my old rivals are getting that from me. They're shot.
Favorite middle infield duo partner?
With me?
Yeah.
All time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Outside of your family, and you might have fought him anyway.
I was gonna say I might just say Nick, so I don't hurt anyone's feelings. I have 2. I'll put 2 out there. My high school second baseman, Jake Prince. We had good connection. We were easy up the middle. He's great. We batted right after each other in the lineup. Had a lot of double plays throughout high school. So him and my buddy Blaze Fadio plays at Lafayette. He and him had a good connection when we played summer ball together, stuff too. So I'll say those 2. I know I'm leaving out so many people that I've played with before, but
yeah, but you
I'll give them
anytime you shout out a Sandlot legend, that's okay though to me. So and it's we're still good.
Right. I'd probably put my older brother up there first though, before those 2 kids.
Of course, that's why we had to not have him because that's too easy of an answer.
Right.
Pre-game music, your go-tos.
Pre-game music.
Or I'll ask that question in English. If you were in charge of the pre-game BP set list, what's going on there? What type of music?
I'm probably putting some rap and hip hop on and stuff like that. So it always seems to get the people going. When Murphy gets on the aux cord, we're always in a good mood. He's got the same taste of music as me. But we got kids going on with the country stuff. That's not pregame music to me. That doesn't get me hyped up.
You can't go country and put that on when the other team's batting. Put everybody
Right.
Get kind of yeah.
A little bit.
That's right. Favorite field to play at that you played at regularly, not a one-off?
Probably say home base at Cherokee, honestly. It's not the nicest field by any means, but a lot of memories there and a lot of games there. So I'd probably say home base at Cherokee, no doubt.
One part of your pregame routine that's a must.
Ooh. I'd say the handshakes with all the teammates. You gotta get that connection with everyone, and that's the biggest part to me. I feel like if I don't get that done, if I don't, dap everyone up, give everyone a pound or nothing, I'm not gonna have a good game if I don't, say good luck to everyone and get everyone in the right mindset. So I'm gonna go say hi to everyone and get everyone ready to go.
Now, do you go basic there, or do you got customs for everybody?
I wouldn't say customs for everyone, only the kids that I'm always in the infield with, but those are the kids that get the special treatment. But everyone else will get something. I can't let anyone
Right.
go without anything. Got to make sure everyone on the team's getting something.
We all got to be ready to go. That's right.
100%.
If everyday activities were Olympic sports, what would you be getting a gold medal in?
Taking a shower. That's the gold medal. Perfect at taking a shower. Nice and quick. See, this is the thing, though. Everyone always says, everyone's all about the long showers and stuff. Can't stay in the shower for too long. You can't stay in the shower for too long. You're wasting time. There's other things that you can get done. So I'm going to say if there was a Olympic sport for speed showering, I'm getting the gold every time.
Ideal time length, what are we talking here? Like 3 to 5 minutes? We talking like 30 seconds?
No, not 30 seconds. You can't get clean in 30 seconds.
Right. That's what I'm wondering here.
The 3 to 5 minutes is probably good enough. So, jump right in. It's the face wash, the hair, and then the body. And then, you put the cold water on, wake yourself up a little bit, turn the hot water back on, and then get out, get ready to go.
See what I'm learning today? This is good stuff.
That's big time. I'm telling you, everyone always talks trash on the cold showers. Cold showers are a must. They wake you up real nice.
Yeah, you can't go all cold though. There's no way.
No. You start hot, get cold right at the end, and then you put the hot right back on right before you get out.
100%. One phone app that you couldn't do without.
One phone app. Twitter probably. I'm big on Twitter. Get all my sports news from Twitter. I wouldn't have known that Wander Franco signed that huge deal if it wasn't for Twitter. And, that's just something that, if I have any free time, I'm just going to sit on Twitter a little bit and look at the baseball stuff, look at football stuff, and, get my little sports intake for the day from there.
Favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving. Easily Thanksgiving. What's better than watching football and eating food all day, right?
No arguments from me. No, baseball needs a Thanksgiving too, I think, though.
100%. Got to get the season extended a little bit longer.
That's right. Yeah, got to find a little warmer weather, I think.
Right. Got to play down in Florida or something.
Good luck this year. We got a big off season, obviously. We got a big spring. We certainly have a big summer.
Oh yeah.
We got the South Jersey Kings. Anthony will be on the initial South Jersey Kings team, looking to win an ACBL title for South Jersey. We are excited to have you back in the summer family this year, and always good to talk to you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Anthony Schooley, our guest today, Rowan University baseball, and we appreciate you guys joining us for this edition of the Jersey Baseball Show. We'll see you next time.